that new tractor smell. Welcome back everyone, Don here. Finally took delivery of my new Kubota BX23S. So when I ordered this machine, it was October last fall. When I initially got on the list, I was number 34. And 5 or 6 weeks later, I had only moved to number 31, but the list had grown to 60. So I felt pretty good being number 31. About a week and a half into January, I was next. And so they had to go through and of course prep it, right? When these things come in, they're in crates, the wheels aren't on them, certainly not the cab, the loaders come separate and all that stuff. So anyway, they had to assemble it. So it took them a couple more weeks to put the whole thing together the way I wanted. And I'll go through, I'm going to go around this and go through some of the things that some of the experts have said I should do before I start using it. I just took delivery of this and I have not used it other than to move it from the driveway to the garage. That was the extent. And so I haven't done anything to it. I'm going to go down the list, check the oil, check the HST fluid, you know, torques on the wheels, tire pressure, a lot of the basic stuff, and make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. I expect it will be. Grease fittings, of course, things like that. So I don't think I'll run into any issues. I just want to make sure before I start putting it to use. Although the ground is still frozen here. It's only the end of January. However, we are about to get hammered with snow. I don't have this set up to do snow removal. I'm going to probably play around because I have the time, right? Using a bucket or the loader in a bucket to do snow removal is not really efficient. But I'm going to play with it anyway, right? Who wouldn't? So this new tool is going to be multi-purpose. It's going to do a lot of things, right? I'm going to do snow removal with it. I'm going to do projects around the property. I've got just about 7 acres. This is going to come in handy. This is the perfect size too, I think. I definitely could have gone bigger, but I wanted the smaller version. I also wanted a backhoe, and that kind of left me with a conundrum because while there are many manufacturers that make a tractor this size, not many that offer a cab that has the option for a backhoe. Usually when you have a cab on a tractor this size, you can't have a backhoe because the operator station is blocked. But with the Curtis Premium Cab, the back panel of this cab is removable, so the seat turns around and you can operate the backhoe. And kind of neat, it's a bit cumbersome because it is, you know, the Swiss Army knife type setup, right? I mean, it's a lot of things in a small package, and so there are some compromises, no doubt, but I really did want the small package. So one thing I did when I was looking at Coyote, I noticed the dealership that I was at, I had just missed the folks from Curtis. They were there with their laser equipment measuring a tractor. I suspect that they're going to be putting something together along the lines of this for the Coyote subcompact, which is probably a good thing. But in any case, Kubota was the way I went. Yeah, I mean, you can't miss with the Kubota. Nonetheless, the Curtis cab, yeah, I've got heat, I've got lights, I've got wipers, I've got the seal kit, so the floor is sealed up. It's not completely sealed, but it's pretty good. So I've got the quick attach loader on this one, and I think all of them come that way now. I did opt for the third function. The cab, of course, front lights, wiper. I've got rear lights and a rear wiper, which I didn't think I needed the rear wiper, but they kind of threw it in. I've got a heater. It's got 4 vents, 2 up top, 2 down bottom, 2-speed fan, high and low, circuit breaker instead of fuses. On the other side is the temperature control. Also, I have loaded tires. They put rim guard in the wheels, in the rear wheels. Now, one of the things the dealer didn't mention to me, and I only just saw it in the owner's manual, was that if you have the backhoe attached, you shouldn't run your rear tires loaded. I'm going to ask somebody about that, and if any of you know if that's an issue or not, let me know. This is my first tractor. I'm a total rookie when it comes to a tractor, other than anything larger than a lawnmower. So I'm going to figure this out as I go. I had to put the ROPS down so I could get it under the door, or to get it in through the door, of course. But it does make it, but it does make it, and that's just making it is good enough for me. Ready with a new book. In one of my older videos, I mentioned that I keep a notebook for each vehicle I own, and anytime I do service to that vehicle, I write it down. Of course, save receipts and all that stuff too. So the one thing, so besides having to clean it up a little bit, which is a little disappointing, but I understand, especially given nowadays with the crunch that we're in with employees, and everyone's looking for help, and supply chain demands and all that. So the machine was a little dirtier than I would have expected it to be, but I don't know, maybe that's normal for the tractor world. Like I said, this is my first tractor. The only thing that I found really wrong was something very, very tiny, and I'll show you that. Actually, I can show you from in here, and it has to do with the ROPS. This cable, which holds onto the pin for the ROPS, is behind that bolt, and with the ROPS down, I can't put the pin in. I have to kind of just leave it dangling like that. What I've got to do is loosen that bolt, get the cable out from under it, and then tighten it back up again. That's really the only thing I've found wrong. I'm impressed. It's quite a nice little machine. So that's just a quick look at my Kubota. You'll see more of it in coming videos, I'm sure. I know this weekend we're about to get hammered with snow. They're talking about 20 inches. Well, of course, here in New Hampshire, we're no stranger to snow, but it's supposed to be a big one. So, opportunity, right? I'll probably be out playing with this thing, although moving snow with the loader is not efficient. A snow blower is the best way to go. I didn't want to pony up for the money that it was going to cost to put a snowblower on this, at least not yet, right? This is a long-term investment, so maybe down the road I can add attachments as I go. I'm kind of hoping, I don't know, I was contemplating a pusher box, maybe a blade. I don't think I want to run a blade on the loader frame though. I don't know, I've got some decisions to make, but I've got some time, right? This is, like I said, a long-term investment here. This thing's going to be with me for a long time, and I can shop around for implements as time goes on, right? Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.